All right, it's good to be back. Haven't been here for a while, so not expecting anyone to catch this live, but I figured I'll just do this one live. As usual, we're going to be talking about things from the book of Revelation, book of Enoch. Today, I think we're just going to primarily talk about things from Revelation, where we're at. A little bit later on, possibly today, definitely tomorrow, and next week, we will be praying for the nation. So without further ado, let's get right into this video. It says right here, this is an article I'm reading. It says, Atlantean giants could still be alive on Earth at this very time. I personally do believe that there are giants on Earth. And let's get right into this. Most experts agree that giants did roam the lands in ancient times. We know this because of the abundance of giant skulls and skeletons that we've uncovered so far. But what we didn't know is that they might still be among us to this very day. I personally do believe that. There's also scriptures in the Old Testament, book of Isaiah, and other places to also that declares that during the end times that there will be these giants, these supernatural beings, these hybrids that will come back on earth and that will be tormenting people. Let us continue on. Nowhere talking about someone that may be 7 feet tall, like your neighbor or something like that. That person's safe. But we are all talking about is a recent discovery which was made in the village, in this particular village. Here experts uncovered a 50-meter tall and 150-meter wide stone mound which was completely hidden from any prying eye nearby the forest. Here is where the alleged 50-meter tall giant lies dormant in a rest position named Samata. According to most experts, this form is supposed to help one mediate to the point where they are still alive, but their bodies stop decaying and enter a sort of kind of like that they're like in this like a stasis, whatnot, their state, of which it can still live forever, basically without aging. Now, this right here, whether you guys know it or not, does line up with scripture. One thing it says about in scripture talks about far as the Valley of Rephaim. In the Valley of Rephaim, we see there that, and that's an Amorite term. That term speaks about far as the ability to be able to reanimate themselves. Now, you guys have heard me talk about far as we know the whole story with King David, and when he was just David the shepherd boy before he became the actual king of the nation, how he fought Goliath, and then we know that he, after he struck Goliath with the rock, that he cut off his head. And one of the reasons why he had to cut off his head was that his particular giant, that particular giant, would have the ability to reanimate themselves. That being Goliath. So that's why you had to destroy them. So what's going on right now is they are being prepared for the great deception. All of what you see right now, what's happening in the news, everything is setting up for this, which is spoken in the book of Revelation, where eventually everything will be set up and separated into 10 regions. Let's get into this right here. It says, let's go over here to Revelation chapter 17, and I'm going to start at verse number 10. It says, there are also 7 kings, 5 fallen, one is, and the other has not yet come. And when he comes, he must continue a short time. The beast that was and is not is himself also the 8th and is of the 7th and is going to perdition. The 10 horns which you saw are 10 kings who have received no kingdom as yet, but they received authority for 1 hour as kings with the beast. These are of one mind. Here's the key right here. These are of one mind, and they will give their power and authority to the beast. So it's much like as you see how insects will operate as one mind, and as they will target whatever it is that they're targeting to go eat and that sort of thing like that. You'll see ants. They'll send one out, 1 or 2, 3, 4 scouts out. They'll send a message back, and the next thing you know, you have a swarm of ants right there. That's more of kind of like a hive mind, like you see how bees operate and that sort of thing like that. What's happening right now is they are little by little picking man apart and are preparing man essentially to operate fully in like animalistic kind of like insect type mentality. And that is how they're going to control people during the end time. So I want to encourage you guys to come back. I'm going to be doing some things as far as on prayer, whatnot there. Forgive me, I know I've been gone for a while. I've been working. I worked 2 jobs and just been extremely busy. But you'll start seeing me here a little bit more often on the weekends. And last but not least, I want to thank you all for stopping by. Why don't you give me a thumbs up, like, comment, subscribe, share, pray for your nation, pray for your president, and God bless you. Thank you. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.